Welcome back, guys, to The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, where last episode, after obtaining the Sea Breeze Boomerang, we returned to the surface to photograph a sky writing before dropping down into the Drennan Highlands Chasm, defeating an obsidian frox below. We then photographed 2 more sky writings before forcing a flame Gleeok out of the air, as we now continue with our photographic quest. This one stays. I wonder if it's correlated to how hard you hit the platform. I just think a certain amount of them are supposed to fall. There's a monster I marked down here and I didn't even do. Right, the last one should be over here then. We may as well drop by the Gerudo place at this point, though. Hand in that drink finally, yeah? Maybe buy some of the other accessories we've got to fill up our massive amount of gear inventory even more. I think it's about time that we go over to that tier very shortly, though. Oh, there's a Korok up here as well, remember. So it does seem that you do want to go off the very top. Wait, was there a Korok up here? Actually, I don't know if I found this Korok. I don't know if I actually noticed a Korok on this place, to be totally fair. If it was, it would be the top corners, because the other one has a Korok, I remember, at the top corner. Oh, this one does, yep. Spamming A so much to try and hit it. Do you think I can make the glide from here now? It was very near the front. I think it's way better for me to, like, walk back at this point, right? A very expired pursuit. You're saying that I haven't delivered it fast enough for it to be good quality alcohol booze. It's not alcohol, it's definitely grape juice. I don't know if I can make that from here without the extra height from the start of the place. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think I've missed. I think I need to walk back. I definitely have the stamina. I do not have the height. Yes, you can totally see that I'm not making it now. Unless I can grab the lowest point and climb up. Ah, nope. Oh, come on. Let me in. Oh! Can you get off, Link? I'm gonna say I can't see you. I made it drop, so that actually works out, but I couldn't see me to do anything from that position. I was pressing B saying let go and it kept hopping round. Oh, where'd it go? That's kind of lucky. Didn't waste a flight. There's a Korok here as well. Okay, so let's check our album and see if we now have 12 different locations. So we've got Gerudo Desert, South Hyrule Sky Archipelago, Lanayru, South Sky, oh god, not you. Yeah, we get a bit waylaid there by things we saw. Great Hyrule Sky Forest. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? I think that's 12 different locations. Oh, it's underneath me. I nearly squashed a Korok to death. Olizandri luck strokes again. Yeah, I'm really glad it was one of the falling ones and not one of the falling ones. You know what I mean? That was great. Right, well, let's go deliver that noble pursuit, shall we? That's the lightning temple. Not going to be correct there. And then I'm wondering if we can make it into the sky on that island. But we do have the sky writing, so life's good. Took a bit to collect them, with some sidetracking along the way. Yeah, granted. But we got there. I'm assuming our final battle location that we're looking forward to right now will be the depths after all. Kind of makes sense to be. Oh shoot, I've got to wait for it to be later in the day though. Is there a place I can rest that doesn't cost me money? Hi, Ovasak. Yes. Right, we already have a diamond circlet. Wait, there's a cork still here? I thought I got the corks here. Okay, I'm just looking for cash-wise if we wanted to buy all of these. See, the thing is I don't really need them. I buy the amber earrings. I mean, they're high armor, being on the 4 scale and the 3 scale, but they're still just not as good as the diamond one. And I'll buy these too. Too bad we can't just trade them in for the materials or something, but that's not really how business works. Hey, it's Madison. Voda, the trend is to keep introductions short. Mama taught me Savoda, but that's how old people say it. Oh, you're the guy who gave me those Sunderlines. What's up for that? The sun balloon Papa made me is really popular, so I made friends with everyone in town right away. It's just like Mama and Papa said, they're still watching over me even though we're far apart. I just remember that when I'm feeling sad, I'm really glad I came. Hey, stay there, Madison. Actually comes up as a quest, but it's not. I'm a bit worried about taking pictures of... Someone just kind of stopped me. Right, the lessons are down below, but we need a torch. We need, you know, a campfire or something to move on the time. Sam, I'm just gonna say... It's weird. The lessons need to be late at night, don't they? Is it specifically night or just later in the day? I can't remember now. Yeah, it's no big deal for us to talk now. My fears melt away thanks to you. Suck! I've been thinking about how else I could boost my confidence. I've decided to work on perfecting my signature recipe. Oh yes, you're going for the stomach route, weren't you? This is where I teach the class on Voe. It's only for students who are willing to engage. If you're interested, you're welcome to join, but you'll have to participate. Count me in.
Hi.
Okay, everyone, pay attention. Today we're going to have a very special lesson. We have a Voe here with us. Just try to relax and be your regular, normal selves when you're talking to him. All right?
Oh.
Dana, let's see what you can do. You needed a drink to get you through it. We've got the drink. Pratana? You're the one who needs Dutch courage. I can't do it. I think I need that drink from the canteen to give me energy. Here you go. Oh, this is Noble Pursuit. You're offering it to me. I suck. Do you go to canteens a lot? I mean, they have wonderful drinks there, but that isn't all, you know. It's a great place to relax and you get to meet all kinds of people. I love going there. I have so many fun stories. Okay, let's go ahead and stop there. It's wonderful when a Voe and a Vi can communicate their needs to one another. And it's even better when they can do it on an unspoken level. Pratana, I think you've got a lot of potential. I think you've really helped Pratana find her confidence. She'll have to keep practicing, of course, but this was a very big step for her. Hopefully you'll visit us again. This is why I teach the class on Voe. It's only for students who are willing to engage. If you're interested, you're welcome to join, but you'll have to participate.
Hi.
Okay, everyone, pay attention. Today we're going to have a very special lesson. We have a Voe here with us. Just try to relax and be your regular, normal selves when you're talking to him. All right?
Oh.
Deltan, show us what you know. Okay, Deltan, what's your foible? There's no reason for me to practice. I've been abandoned by love, by luck, by happiness. And you're only setting yourself up for disaster by talking with someone like me. I'm just fated to be unhappy. Steer clear or you'll catch my misfortune. Deltan, you're your own worst enemy sometimes. I've told you already that every time you sigh, you push your own happiness away. I know you say that, but we can stop the lesson for now, I think. Deltan, I really do believe that when you find your confidence again, things will look a little better to you. So what do you want me to do here? This lesson was a bit tough. Deltan is still feeling the pain from her last relationship, and it's really taken a toll. I wish there was something I could show her to help. You know, she had mentioned a certain accessory that would help her connect with others. Those only come from that village in Necluda off to the east. That's not exactly convenient. So Kakariko then. Oh, or Lurelin.
Saba.
You're really a special Vo, aren't you? You must truly adore Lady Riju if you were willing to travel through the Sand Shroud. I wish I had a Vo like you in my life. I thought I could turn my back on past loves and focus on finding the perfect Vo for me, but that Sand Shroud really put a damper on my motivation. Talk about being unlucky in love. An accessory from a village to the east in Necluda. Right, I'm wondering then, how do we get on top of... How do we get up here? Looks like I just have to make the flying device and use that, to be perfectly honest. Well, we need to go to Kakariko anyway, so we can check that out. Yeah. Maybe that's its use, not sticking it on top of someone's gravestone. I didn't try to do that. It's got a hole in it, and this is a long pokey bit. We have skywritings. We will complete this side adventure. Well, did you find a stone tablet? I found loads. According to the stone tablet lookout then, and we have 12 tablets left to find. This is one of our earliest quests as well. If you happen to find more stone tablets on your travels, get some kind of visual evidence of them and show it to me. I'll make sure there's a nice reward in it for you. Here's a picture. I knew you could do it. I'm excited to get a look at this. Oh, okay. South Eldin. It's just going to choose one, is it? By order of when I got them? Interesting. I'll get right to translating it. Ah, incredible. It's first-hand Hyrulean history. Here's what the original text says. So sweet the song of King Raru, and so great the beauty of his sister's dance, that were mine eyes on this captive? What? That were my eyes on the ears captive? Oh, ears! My eyes and ears captive. We're reading. We're good at this. And so hend. And so hend. And so hend Queen Sonia's gazing on us all. So felt I mine heart as captive fallen. What? And so hend when? And so when Queen Sonia's gazed on us all, gazing on us all, so felt in my heart as captive fallen. What? Seruant is live, though mock laboursome, hand mock jollity as well. What? Long be the life of the royal family that I love so. Yeah. This isn't the count of a party from those days. It is, isn't it? It sounds like the guy was really drunk when he wrote that. It says King Raru and his older sister sang and danced together while Queen Sonia looked on. It's very interesting. We think of royalty as austere and reserved, but these nobles amuse themselves with song and dance. But what a vivid recounting of a scene never before related in any history book. The descriptions of their personalities and expressions make the ancient past feel alive again. This stone tablet is a first-class find. Well done, dear Chamberlain, in leaving behind this account for us. I'm positively beside myself to think of how this story from the ancient past persevered so long to reach us today. Thank you, Link, and I haven't forgotten about your reward. We're going to make some bank off this. The thought of such incredible historical artifacts falling down all over Hyrule is so exciting. According to the stone tablet and Lookout Landing, we have 11 tablets left to find. We have others. So basically, we don't have to be quizzical about them because we get the description at the end anyway. I'll get started translating right away. Oh yes, I see now what we have here. A first-hand historical account. It's what the original text says. Sonia, queen to Hyrule's king, by birth Hylian Presbyterius. Sure. Herself born of land, not of sky above. And speaking she with open heart, earnest to all, even to the Zonai's king. Sure. This king think he good adventure, so to learn of the Londis folk, to send his head, he bent to listen, is which plaisance. Wow, this one looks to be about Queen Sonia. It claims that Sonia was a priestess before marrying Rauru. Despite his status as a Zonai, a people popularly thought to be gods, she would counsel him without any trepidation. Moreover, Rauru heeded this counsel. Incredible! This account gives us first-hand knowledge of the nature of Queen Sonia and King Rauru's relationship. Rauru found himself unexpectedly charmed by her strong will, and before long they were married. That last bit isn't in the text, that's me speculating. Nonetheless, this is truly fascinating. No speculation, this is not fan fiction. History rarely speaks of a person's character prior to being elevated to royalty, so I can't help but fantasize. Thank you, Link, and I haven't forgotten about your reward. We want facts, historical facts. The thought of such incredible historical artifacts falling down all over Hyrule is so exciting. Okay, 10. We've got a lot to read, guys. Buckle up. How would you translate that? It's so far away. A first-hand historical account. Here's what the original text says. Oft with Rauru, king of Kinblade, with his work really in favor of the hunt. And oft Queen Sonia, queen of keen insight, that seek out him and repair this king to kingly busyness. In her sapience seems she divine, that she couldn't him ever find, and for his folly seems him the more humane. On the king, he laugh, not him here equal for her wit, he couldn't. On the queen, she laugh too, as even she scolded. As even she scolds him. Allow me to explain. It's actually a very enlightening story. They had a good relationship. Apparently, King Rauru would vacate his official business from time to time in order to go hunting. I had the impression he was a stricter, more serious king, but I guess he had a lighter side as well. However, Queen Sonia was always a step ahead. She would put a stop to King Rauru's hunts and bring him back and put him to work. In some circumstances, you might expect this to have been a point of tension at their court, but the tone here is much more playful than that. These rules were more relatable than one might assume. Or so it seems from this account, at least. How fascinating. We rarely get a glimpse into the down-to-earth side of royalty in this way. It's an important find to be sure. Thank you for the rupees. Right, give me another one. The thing is, even we get like a lot of context from the words anyway, no matter what. It's the context we're getting that is more than the historian is actually saying as well. Another first-hand historical account. Here's what the original text says. The king was late to come this even, so makes the queen to share in tales of her land, of shrines all green and glowing. Of early days, since Hyrule's founding, have diverse monsters here roam besieged and assailed. Unceasing in strife, they brought to despair folks' life. King and queen set themselves to bring a scourge to end. With might of light and power, driven aback he been, when the royal couple made the shrines to send him away. This holy Satan been eclept? Shrines of light, sure. Great king, great queen, ye thank ye. Ye foughten when ye were maiden, child, that why could pest took noon. I'll walk you through this one, yeah, please. It was easier at the start. The subject here is the actions King Rauru and Queen Sonia undertook not long after Hyrule's founding. With the kingdom established, they were worried for their people, so they set out to eradicate the monsters troubling them. They created structures called Shrines of Light to seal the monsters away so they could never be revived. Okay. There's more here about light and time too. The sense I get is that the two of them may have had supernatural powers. Though it's part of ancient history, it's a feat those of us living today would still be grateful for. Truly an important discovery. Right, what's the next one we're at? 8 left. It's an ancient text, a first-hand historical account. When Mineru, the king's elder sister, it's not queen then, but that might be the way they say princess. I don't even know. Well, I don't know, some kind of like quaint. Maybe they actually do mean quaint. Also deep in her books, switched she oft forgets to eaten, or yet. In min willid, wait, don't why that much icon. What? Why for having that it been little avail? I guess you were worried to no avail. Of late trifled she of constructs. Things did she make with her hons as vessels for spirit when body dick fallen. So said she, might she live long in spirit. Ah, infused within this construct. Though Minero seems to hold any deceit, by my faith, he cannot owls truth. This wordens believin'. Oh my god, I think you might find it easier to do this if you were German. So King Rauru's older sister was named Mineru. Here we learned a bit about Mineru. It says that she neglected to eat or sleep while making something called a construct. It was part of her research into a means of returning to life as a spirit possessing a new body, should her original one die. To you or I, this sounds less like history, more like a sort of ghost story now standing right behind me. But remember who we're dealing with. They may have had unfathomable powers that made such things possible. The revelation of Mineru was a fellow researcher makes her feel like a kindred spirit to me, and yet, the Chamberlain who inscribed these stone tablets treats Mineru with such care and kindness that it warms my heart. Well, we know that's come true. What if we read that early? What if we checked these things early? No, we couldn't do that. Better now. Spoilers. Gotta love a streamer who speaks ancient video game languages. Not very well. I'd give it a stab, though. Here's what the original text says. Fulfin is the weather this morn. Ah, very fine. Cool. And have my audiences with this princess said been kin before distant years to Queen Sonia. Sure. Because as she has been given a name most sweet of Zelda, she been slept. In certain folks their suspicion, for strange were her garments, and sorein were her appearance. Yet all her countenance, and bearing, makes proof of her right blood and bond to Queen Sonia. All's be Zelda to remain for a while with us. I will myself als hockmaid offer a kind her service. I just guess serve her as a helper. This is another fascinating entry. My translation is correct. The Zelda described here is Sonia's distant relative. According to this, she arrived in Hyrule unexpectedly from another kingdom. It seems she was a beautiful princess. Her strange clothing perplexed the people of Hyrule, and many were suspicious of her at first. But this Zelda has such an undeniable air of nobility that those who doubted she was of royal birth were soon silenced. What a tale! It's also fascinating! This level of detail on individual people is virtually unheard of in texts from so long ago. I feel extremely blessed to be researching ancient Hyrule in such times. Note too how clearly this conveys the writer's feelings regarding Zelda. Once it was clear Zelda would be saying she applied to be Chamberlain to the princess. That's just real admiration. Thank you, Link, and I haven't forgotten about your award. I'm Dutch, and some parts did kind of read like it took inspiration from Dutch and German. I mean, like, it's Old English, so we're, I guess, the originator in a sense of the way it is and the way it works, but believe in stuff like that. It just has words that I just read and that's German. Not spelled correctly, but still. I don't think it was. We're such a chopped... English itself is such a mishmash of all the other languages out there after all, so... I'm so glad we evolved out of Old English, but equally, there's lots of new English coming in that I'm like, you know, that you get old and you're like, what? Not even ye olde English, it's just 10 years passed and now there's new words, what?
Oh.
Here's what the original text says. Princess Zelda recent comes to send Minoru, the king's elder sister. I come ek for here to serene. Today came it ipassen that Minoru shared to Zelda construct alpha galetist where have isen? Zelda, she much desired on hit to ridden. Honikon? Nat is saying Kust here stoppen. Though I did protesten loudly. At least I get the last line. You trying to ride the construct? Nevertheless, she made to sitten high upon the construct's shoulders and to riden like an horse, all full of grace. Min loss is so grand already. I grew no the more.
Oh.
The variety of shells in these stone tablets continues to fascinate me. So we made a construct and then Zelda rode it. Zelda apparently visited Minoru often to assist with her research. I have no idea what kind of thing this construct that allowed people to ride on it was, but Zelda wrote it so well that our author, the Chamberlain, was again impressed by her skill at everything she tried. That's the long and short of it here. But more than the narrative, what strikes me is the back and forth between the Chamberlain and Zelda. The Chamberlain tried to warn Zelda of the danger, but Zelda pushed past her and rode the construct anyway. It's short but so evocative of both the level of technology found in this era and the character of their visitor Zelda.
Oh.
The treasure found in these stone tablets is the pearls of wisdom and nuggets of personality contained within. Another 100 rupees. Yes, it seems that this is going to take most of an episode of just reading this alone. Right, get with the translating. I'm so amazed you can translate this so fast. Fashion no favorite garmentes adorned with mushroom patterns and found with being there weren't mushroom patterns on them. Oh my god, this is talking about sea stuff? What? This taste for mushroom come of the castle's seamstress who sought to sew clothes for Princess Zelda to pleasen. This fashion Zelda tell to the seamstress where in here true home well loved. What the hell? In her time where every patterns of bright hues in the shape of mushroom. I know I hand seamstress, set heart on these patterns which sell to many happy person. I says after some for min one, but ne could not and only find it. What? I didn't get that last sentence. So the sea stuff, she took the sea stuff back in time and got someone to make it back then. Here we'll learn something about the fashion trends of that era. The story's catalyst is that there's Zelda telling a tailor about the mushroom pattern outfits becoming popular in her homeland. Intrigued, the tailor fashioned some clothing in that vein. It caught on in ancient Hyrule. Do you know Cease from Hateno Village? Imagine the look on her face if she were to find out. They say that trends go in cycles, but I didn't expect mushroom patterns to have been in fashion so long ago. One last thing about the Chamberlain. Her interest in fashion shows that there was more to her than devoted service. She was just like anyone else in the kingdom. Very good. I thank you. Not just with words, but with this as well. That's crazy. The fashion of the present got passed back to the past. Was there then something that Seesaw that brought it back from the past to the present, or was it truly only invented in the present? That's the question now. I'm amazed you could translate that. It's even further away at a weird angle. Here's what the original text says. Of late have you heard it told a strange lady walks around the castle in dark of night. She and Princess Zelda seems all twins too, but this on not in the light in Hyrule. Morale's a dead thing than not. When she is asked about these walks, Princess Zelda of that been nothing remembering. What monster or spirit of darkness be this vision? So afeard I am of min imagines that I could not sleepen. That one is an ancient ghost story. No, it's true. My understanding of ancient Hyrulean isn't perfect, but I know a ghost story when I see one. It's a first-hand account of a ghostly or maybe corpse-like woman who appeared each night looking just like their Zelda. No matter the era, it seems people can't resist sharing a good ghost story. A bit like how there have been eyewitness accounts of our Princess Zelda in the newspaper, even though she's missing. Could our Zelda be a ghost too? No, of course not. There's no such thing. As a believer in science, I should know better than to suggest such things. Please forget I said anything. Thank you, Link, and I haven't forgotten about your reward. Right. 3 left. Ahaha! A first-hand historical account. Here's what the original text says. Sif here founding has Hyrule switch hardship seen, but that is only small moment of time. Minoru, the king's elder sister, says of this kingdom that it nimot had not wearen, I be ekakt, not even for future. Princess Zelda tells here that this future be rat already, that a champion biff from the sky coming. Between the two, they make to find a way this champion in that distant time to helpen. Hermin truth socked they to uprisen the temple of time into the sky to warden it on yen zivil. Our dying so in fair distant day, our kingdom might be saved. In min heart, it would helpen mot. When he asked Mineru, canst thou devise the means to uprisen in the sky their stain? Min words is say not to know, but that's memory safen of the royal family, high in the sky for that future time.
Oh.
This is unbelievable. There's bits of it that are really clearly understandable, and bits of it that are like, what? The details are unclear, but essentially the Chamberlain trusted in Minoru and Zelda's predictions and wanted to help. She put forth the suggestion to Minoru to build a mechanism that could make her stone tablets float in the sky, which I take it are the very tablets you found, Link. Simply incredible. In finding the fantastic devices they built to preserve these records, you fulfilled the wishes she wrote of her. Or wrote off here. And it doesn't end there. For reading this right, it suggests that their Zelda worked with Minoru to raise the Temple of Time into the sky. The idea of the Temple of Time, a grand edifice built in that ancient era, being lifted to the skies to await a hero. Trust me, that's what it says. Although given the appearance of the Sky Islands after the upheaval, perhaps it's not so far-fetched as it seems. There are so many revelations here. My hands are trembling from all the strange, exciting ideas. And that's from merely reading an account long removed from the event. What must it have been like for the Chamberlain to live through it? Very good, and as promised, I have a reward for you. So I take it the Sky Islands literally appeared because the Temple of Time's down below and Temple of Time's above as well. But literally the moment Zelda walked back, they popped into existence. They weren't there before, after all. 2 stories left. Okay, a first-hand historical account. Here's what the original text says. Which wondrous sight ye have beholden, that Nikon hit not justly be described. The Temple of Time ye saw, and our land beheld it, risen to the sky, both fearful and majestic. As Princess Zelda told me, in the distant future comes a champion to that place, the hope that Hyrule safen. Will that champion be hit this great stand inscriben, stone. The king's elder sister Minoru sends new the stain to the sky that the champion might him irritten. My head is spinning. I need to lie down. This is an incredible find. An eyewitness account of the Temple of Time flowing up into the sky. It's a landmark discovery for the history of Hyrule. Maybe one of the top 10 most important discoveries of all time. Even among all the breathtaking displays of power we knew of from the era, to raise the land and its buildings into the sky, that was a feat impressive even to those accustomed to wonders. You can tell as much from this account. Zelda predicted that a hero would appear in the land they raised into the sky and that he would save Hyrule. Chamberlain took this on faith and wanted to know how she could help. So she inscribed these records on the stone tablets that Minoru sent into the sky. I'm so overwhelmed that the tremors have gone past my hands and legs. My whole body is shaking. Please excuse me, this is no way for a researcher to behave. I need to view these accounts as a historian and not get so swept up in personal sentiments. Thank you, Lincoln. I haven't forgotten about your reward. Okay, our last past writing. I wonder if they're being done in an order because it feels like it. So, thank goodness I didn't go get them one at a time and come back. Thank God I did it late. I'll get started translating right away. Oh yes, I see now what we have here. A first-hand historical account. Here's what the original text says. Rauru, Hyrule's king, Sonia, her queen, his elder sister, Minoru, and Princess Zelda. All whom you served and loved, all whom forgone. Alenkev is the word is upon this stone. This stone, und Arfetin, 7 os royal family record, been work final, full wrought for all age. Many of the mark made by this much beloved peoples, some is seen, some unseen. When ye make remembrance of her marks, fell ye flame of hope, though full small within me. It be als, although these marks some grand design describe them, Ani Connat met Princess Zelda, her love for her land. What more than Aski can you do for Hyrule's peoples? Let me in life lead me for henceforth an answer full worthy to this question.
Oh.
It seems this is the last of the records. The rules whom the Chamberlain served so faithfully were gone one by one. It's heart-rending to read. Her pain comes across so clearly in her words. What's less clear from these entries is the cause of all these partings. Well, each new mystery is an opportunity to do some more research. If I keep digging, someday I'll unravel it. Noble Chamberlain, I must do my part. Very good, and as promised, I have a reward. Chamberlain outlived them all. The thought of such incredible historical artifacts falling down all over Hyrule is so exciting. Oh, wait a moment. Wasn't this the final stone tablet? We collected all 13 of them. I can't believe it. Finally, I've translated the whole history. I'm going to need a moment. Now that I've read all of it, well, to step outside my role as a researcher, I'm deeply impressed with the author. I would very much have liked to meet her, if only the vast gulf of time didn't separate us. But of course, collecting the 13 records on these stone tablets would have been impossible without your cooperation, Link. In recognition of your work as a member, well, honorary member of the survey team, I want you to have this cloth. Zonai survey team fabric. I'll tell you, Link, I have never felt prouder to be a researcher than today. To see all of this valuable data compiled on the research lab wall makes me almost overcome with emotion. Where should I just play this one? Maybe on the wall over here? Goodness, but this place could use a tidying up. Everything you gave me is posted to the research lab wall. By all means, come and look at it whenever you like. I gained some precious understanding from my analysis of the text discovered this time. This history the Chamberlain left for posterity contains not just facts, but an important record of her feelings. I want to continue my research of ancient Hyrulean so I can convey those feelings to the rest of the world. Link, thank you very much for working with me on this. Messages from an ancient era is complete. I think this shows you the job of a localizer, right? You're given another language text and you've got to make it fit, not just the understanding the meaning, the words fit the current language. It's a harder task than you'd expect, right?